Yep.
I like that.
All right. Well, it's the Mike and the Minifans post show. This network CEO job's really reduced me to doing the post show for Mike and the Minifans. I'm joined by John from Scranton. Good evening, John. I saw
Hi,
you jump
man.
in the end there. It was. I thought VD, Montante, and Little People, Big World guy did a pretty good job.
We yeah, no, it was from what I saw, it seemed like they had a good show. I always forget like when Mike and the Minifans is going to be. That's the only problem because is it a different night all the time, or
It's
have you
just
guys just been
yeah,
sticking
it's
together?
been moving around as
Right.
VD saw. It's pretty hard organizing it.
I'll watch it no matter what, but I won't like notice it's live. That's the shit. Like, remember back in the day when we started doing this and what's it called? Periscope would notify everybody if you went live. That was like the most powerful tool back in the day, is that single notification that Periscope would send out.
Yeah, but YouTube does that. If you're subscribed, you get notified. But um,
It's different though. It would send a ring, like I don't know, something about like when we were doing Periscope shows, you know yourself, like numbers were quadruple what they are now.
The good thing
Like,
about Periscope was you could see who was watching.
well, like StreamYard connected to, like, we're in the fucking weeds right now, but StreamYard connected to it. So all the comments, like on Twitter now, if you comment on the video on Twitter, we don't see it in StreamYard. So like people are like, oh, they don't fucking answer the comments.
That's true.
Like, we don't see.
Yeah, that's why it's better to stream YouTube. But, you know, VD saw the difficulties with Mike and the Minifans. He had a panel all organized for tonight, and then they both dropped out.
Oh, really?
In the last 24 hours. So that's why it kind of moves around a bit. You got to really, to try and get a panel and keep everyone available, you can't be really locked on a night. Like ideally, you'd want Mike and the Minifans every Saturday night at 7 or 8 o'clock. But, you know, it's hard to guarantee that you'll be able to get a panel.
The only
people
way
have lives.
Only way I've ever been able to do a show on the same day weekly was when we would do a show every day and I had to do it the same day weekly because we did one every day, or when like
look at some fans, just a guy, Manners and John. I'm going to skip this one.
Damn, that hurt.
Ted Sarandis, two legends. That's nice.
Hi Ted. But yeah,
actually,
no,
we'd you to do a Minifandom together. This is maybe. Anyway, sorry.
I don't remember what Minifan. Oh, yeah. I asked to be on Minifan. I forgot what Minifandom was because there's so many great shows now. Minifandom, I would love to be on. I want to.
We'll do it soon.
I also want to be on Mike and the Minifans with BA because I just don't get to do shows as much with BA now. It sucks.
Yeah, you're not on any network shows at the moment, are you?
I produce Quantum Kirk. I am actually, I don't think you've noticed, I'm the majority shareholder of the Kirkman Network. I have my hand in more shows than you little fucking bastard.
Well, I told Dave and Danny not to let you produce their show, and they did the exact opposite. So
the only thing that keeps us friends is our pure hatred for each other.
It's not even that. I just don't want you ruining their show and jumping in there with your silly hot
you don't
takes.
want my greasy hands all over these fucking shows. And
absolutely
I'm telling you they are. Like, and it's because Minifans have no other option. I'm the only one that could do things for them because everyone else is a fucking dickhead or doesn't know how to make videos or whatever.
It's not hard to record something on Zoom. Like Danny and David don't even need StreamYard.
Can I talk about just really quick a couple things? I was there maybe for the last 10 minutes of that show since we're wrapping the wrap up. Montante, yeah, let's wrap up the wrap up. Montante has been podcasting now for what? Almost 2 years or almost a year?
Oh, maybe 2 years. Easy.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter if it's 2 or 1 because at the end of that show, he asked, "How is Menners playing music over top of us right now?" And I was just like, "What? Like you're on like
magic."
He's a regular on Kirk's show. Like he like one of the better ones on that show. He's produced his own. Like he's done it himself. Like. I jokingly put I'm the producer of Montante's World in my bio, like just like I say I'm Menner's live producer, like because I'm not, but like
you back now, so you are now.
Yeah, I am now, and actually it's funny because I took it out now, and I think whatever. But Montante still hasn't learned how to do the smallest things that like for years now, I've tried to tell him how to do, and it's like talking to, and this is such a stereotypical thing to say, but it's like talking to a brick wall. He's just like, I'm not going to learn that. And it's like, what, Mike? Like, it's like, I don't want to learn how to swing a hammer, but I want to be good in building buildings. Like, okay, dude, but you gotta know. Yeah.
It was ridiculous how Montante. I thought it was fun though that I played them out, because once they started talking about football and stuff, I mean,
well,
the show was
I commented, let the fat boy talk, which it was cool to find out that was little people big world guy. He's one of my favorite calls. I'm a consistency guy. Anybody who shows up to the plate every game, doesn't matter if you get a hit, you're just there every game. That's what I like. But I didn't know he was a little tubby guy with a nice mustache. That made me happier.
Yeah, it was his coming out party. That's for sure. Nice. Ted Sarandis, VD, and the new guy were awful tonight. Will the CEO take responsibility for this catastrophe?
Is it insufferable to deal with the fact that you're the one to point fingers at?
No, I'm used to that. But just on Ted's comments, I disagree. I thought VD did a great job hosting. Here he is wandering around LA. Hope he doesn't get shot on camera.
Hair looks good, buddy.
Thank you. Feels good. I feel.
There's nothing better than a feel good.
He's just you're seeing the town. He's just chilling out after a big show hosting. He's just walking out those nerves.
VD is the guy that I like to see stress fall off those shoulders. So don't worry.
Yeah. Sometimes I carry the weight of the world, and I just got to let it all.
And with the comments around little people, big world guy. Obviously, now that I'm network CEO, I have to be a bit more supportive, but I genuinely like meeting all these Minifans.
Oh, man, I love
He's a great guy. He came in at a moment's notice when other people bailed. He's got a
Whitney
new baby.
Pointed it out today. Great. Like in the best way. First of all, we'll talk about Whitney in a second, but like he loves this show so much. Like he knows the nerdiest little shit, but I love that he's obsessed with the fact of
how cokey you can't stay on one point. Anyway, go on.
I swear to God, I would love some if you know anybody. But
you just noticed that John has ADD.
Yeah,
you've known him how long?
What? No, I'm saying he. See, now you made me forget what I was talking about. So don't worry.
I was thinking about meeting all the random Minifans.
Oh yeah. The third seat. Like Whitney's obsessed with the third seat. He loves he wanted a third seat, like a random.
There was no one
even.
What are you doing, VD? Fuck,
he's got a pot.
We're having a dog meeting right now.
Aww.
There you go. A bunch of litters, so I think
I'm gonna mute VD for a second. Okay. Annoying. Yeah, I like meeting all the random Minifans, and they don't have to be talented. Like the people on this network have to get over the fact that these shows aren't for Kirk. Yeah. These shows are for other Minifans to enjoy. Of course, Kirk's going to watch them and go how awful they are because, you can't all be talents like, me, Kirk, Blind Mike. There's, a select few that can sort of carry shows consistently, but we're not gatekeeping.
Your totalitarian bullshit, fucking Libby nonsense, though, because I don't think he should have control of the network at all. Like, he should give the network to, like, I do think that.
Yeah, I should have total control. Like if I want to,
no, I don't think it should be you. It should be a conglomerate.
No, I think if I want to kick the 420 guys out, I should have been allowed to.
No, you're an angry little prick.
Manners, can I give you some production advice, Manners?
Yes.
What you could have done is just let that stream ride, and then you would have retained the viewership instead of starting a whole new stream.
That's true.
That's fine, but what I really want to do is like keep Mike and the Minifans brand what it is, like a good 1 hour. It's for the big, broader audience, and
so they could turn it off at what hour?
Okay, now I'll say this.
Look, man,
just a point.
I don't come and tell you how to train your dogs. I don't come and tell you how to train your dogs. There,
you probably would if you were here.
I'll say this: the Opie and Anthony show had a wrap-up show that dragged right into the wrap-up show after the show, whereas Howard Stern had a period and then the wrap-up show played with John Haim, and the John Haim show was taken much more seriously than the Sam Roberts show. So there's your answer.
I've never heard Montante this quiet for this long.
Well, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about that.
Nah.
Hello, Meadows. Yeah, that was an aggressive way to get us out.
I wanted to add one more question to ask about Little People Big World guy, because he used to be a frequent caller, but that the show kind of ran its course. And part of me likes that he didn't just force it, and become little people, big world guy that just does normal calls.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to respect him with that, but at the same time, he's a very good caller. And
he was a beauty too.
I respect him because he and I hate the people who did it, but he's inspired a generation of terrible callers where they thought they could be like, oh, I'm the Bachelor guy, or I'm the whatever TV show, and Kirk would just call them out immediately for it and just be like, you can't just make little people big world guys. Because he at one point he had the easy in with Kirk, oh, Kirk's with a bunch of people he doesn't like, and his one buddy walks in the door, that kind of relationship.
Just a great guy, very calming voice, great accent. Came as advertised.
Unreal. Did you know he was a Delco guy before he joined?
Of course, since his first call, dude. What do you mean? Haven't you heard his calls?
I have. I never picked up on it until I saw him. Me seeing him, I think, kind of.
It wasn't the accent that did it?
No, I never heard it on the phone when he called in. But when I looked at him and I heard it, I could tell.
For some reason, when you're a caller to a show, I think everything you're doing is either a bit or a voice. So, I can't. If you have a weird accent, it's because I think you're doing it on purpose. You know what I mean? So, that's why I like these shows, because you get to fucking meet the person that's doing those, and that's actually probably a problem.
He was good. I like him.
And as I said, you just got to get over the fact that Kirk's gonna shit on you. Already, Kirk's scaring away.
If he doesn't
people.
like our shows, unsubscribe.
Well, okay, thanks, John. Thrilled to have you. The thing is, he can scare off people. I don't know if Allison will come back after that. I hope he doesn't scare off Dylan, because Dylan was.
I'm curious to see how Dylan reacts. I think Dylan either is going to float away or he'll not be. He'll be unscathed.
Menners, I think you're wrong in that though, because
Menners actually right on that. Menners is dead ass right.
Dude, I tried to yell at Kirk for being too mean to Yellow Shirt Guy the morning of it, and look how that turned on my ass. Never questions Kirk's judge of fucking character. If he sees a fucking I will say that.
Well, he's not judging him. He's busting balls and talking shit.
And you can't keep up with that. Then what the fuck are you doing?
No, those are two different things. The Yellow Shirt stuff was a little more real. Him saying that he's over Dylan and he's doing too much is more of a joking manner. I don't know how Dylan's going to take it.
You know how much we have done, Montante, you deal with that. You know what I mean?
I know, but I know how to. But I deal with it. I'm saying Dylan's too nice of a guy. He might actually take it to heart. I don't think he will, but he could.
You've got to have a thick skin, John. You've got a thick skin. Obviously, Kirk just shits on you the whole time. Yeah. Montante is the same. But the other thing is, with Allison, it was not even something Allison did. It was just by association. So does that mean, before Little People, Big World Guy came on,
Menners, you're just horny. Yeah, you're horny. You're just horny. No one else is going to miss Allison. You're just horny.
This is what I mean. You can't have control of the network. You're too ornery.
What are you talking about?
You wanted another lady Minifan, and you're mad that she got ran off.
I'm not saying that. You fucking asshole. All I'm saying is, do I have to do a background check on everyone?
No one says that. I know you don't realize it, but you're just horny. It's hard to see when you're in the moment. You're just a horny guy.
Let me save you here. Can you actually add a little context to what Kirk was alluding to earlier, but maybe some of those questions were before? Jesus. What
do you mean?
Why was I being linked to that Allison thing?
Wait, the Allison that was on the show, because
the Les Mike Minifans.
It's because she brought you up that BA said you're the Montante. She forced you into
BA. BA did.
No, yes. Because BA was just busting ball. She then took it she latched onto you, which is funny because
did I miss that whole thing?
So many couples like Allison and Montante that are married at this point.
I missed that whole thing then, because what I remember was BA just blindly throwing that out there, and then her being offended by it. She brought it up first
before the show. It was before
BA brought it up first.
Yeah, it was before the show, and that was the first thing she mentioned on the show, was that he brought it up before the show, and now she's rattled because he called her Montante.
So that's why he did it, because she mentioned something pre-show.
Man.
That makes sense, because I didn't get BA's reference at all. Then I didn't get her upset. Okay, that makes a little more sense.
I love my BA as the Mike and the Minifans host, but I like breaking it up a little bit because it keeps BA authentic, all his hosting authentic. It just runs out of steam after a while. It's just he doesn't know what to say.
He's done a great job. V did a good job tonight. Sober BA is a different animal.
But I can't believe you've pulled out, Mike, from doing any hosting. Like, I thought you could do once every month, once every couple of months.
I don't think he's.
I would rather.
John, shut up for a minute. It's not. I would
rather be a guest 3 shows in a row than host one.
Okay, I mean, it's great that you'll do that, and I really appreciate because as VD's found out, it's hard to get good talent.
It's impossible,
and even you'll do. So
I'm pissed at Cass. I'm pissed at Cass and Blind Owl. They're my shit.
Oh, Cass was supposed to come on.
It's supposed to be Cass and Blind Owl. It was going to be a great. I mean, the show is great, but I wanted to get
I want to put her.
I thought about doing Cass Montante. I was kind of happy about that, but then when Cass failed, I was like, "Fuck."
I want to make a show where we put dollar signs on like the old Minifans heads, where if we get them on the show, that person wins the money, just to see if we get like Matt from Providence, I like those kind of guys on.
I saw an interesting response to VD. My buddy Centazzo, Kevin from Bristol, is itching to come on. I think he's
booked for the next time I host. He's booked. It was an oversight. It was an oversight on my part.
He's under.
For some reason,
underutilized.
For some reason, I thought he wouldn't want to do it. For some reason, he's underutilized. Yeah, he's next time I host, he's on the panel.
This is why VD is a great host for the show too. He quite a network and quite a coaching tree. I mean, quite a
true, very true.
New look. Also, network update. Acronym guy.
Oh no!
I think he's threatening to pull the pin on his Where Are They Now show.
That show's never gonna happen.
And I want it.
Never gonna happen.
I want it.
Okay, John. He's alleging he can't get talent to go on it. So I guess, John, if you want it, go for it.
I don't want it. I've already taken it.
Okay, great.
Perfect. Yes.
Who's episode 1? Nustin?
Huh?
Nustin, episode 1?
I'm just going to use this platform.
Jay. Episode 1 will be Jay.
Yeah.
Episode 2, Nustin.
Jay.
Episode 3, Killer Kowalski. Episode 4, BA.
I'll pan out 5, after 36 episodes like Menzel Intel, which I have watched 14 of so far today. I swear
is Chuck Wagon openly admitting to the Kayak Man thing yet, or is he still pretending it's not?
Oh, is that him?
Is that not like?
I think he's openly admitting.
Yo, okay. Want to hear something funny? That person DM'd me before this, and I was supposed to send the link to my show last night, and I didn't because I didn't see it. And I was gonna jokingly be like, "Hey, how about I just send him the link to this show with Menners?" And if it was Chuck Wagon, I would have got fired so fast.
Rico Petroselli. There's not. I actually addressed it head on.
What is your affiliation with the clubhouse?
I invited Stewie Clubhouse. I'd say, hey, would you come on my show? Said I would like to have you on early July. Never came to fruition, but I have it in my back pocket when I need a guest.
Yeah,
I was gonna. Willie Clubhouse was gonna do.
He's a gigantic Minifan.
Oh my god, he was a huge Minifan. Like I was.
He still is.
But just apart from the horny stuff, guys, just forget about that. Don't you think like? It's a bit of a stretch, Kirk, now going like, oh, let's ban people who, went on a show with someone or interacted with someone. Like we're getting a bit of a stretch now.
Yeah, he will do.
Who did he ban?
Well, he was upset with Allison because she used to go on Stooley Clubhouse, and that
did he
guy
ban
doesn't
her?
like her.
No, I think that just gives her a negative. Like from the start, she's starting from behind the line. You know what I mean? Like she is not going to get the easy ride in.
I used to pop on Stooley Clubhouse when my buddy Nadu was on there.
Montante, we know you're a big Stooley Clubhouse guy.
I don't think there's anything.
Big's a stretch, but I've been on there probably 3 or 4 times.
I don't think he's.
Well, I don't know what you mean by on there. Is it Periscope?
No, they do Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces.
Twitter Space. That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Last time I was on there, I was yelling at somebody about Burger King being by far the worst fast food place, which I'm right on.
Oh, Burger King's great.
Shout out to our guy, Boner Jams.
Burger King's great.
That's okay.
We've had
Burger King tastes like real food.
Okay, well, yeah, you are right, Manners. Too much.
I'm probably McDonald's over Burger King anyway.
You're falling into
McDonald's is like
I'm hungry.
Old Faithful. Why? Montante, is your favorite Wendy's?
McDonald's has the superior fries. Burger King has the superior burgers. Wendy's has the superior chicken.
Wendy's used to have the chicken crown, but they lost it.
No,
I like the McDonald's
sandwiches.
The McDonald's spicy chicken's better.
Taken large strides in the chicken game over the past 10 years.
Yeah, but they got rid of the chicken selects, so I'll never forgive them.
Are you happy?
Getting rid of
What was
chicken
that?
selects proves that there's some higher power.
Yeah, because that was not a good business decision.
It was a horrible.
Those were the best chick things in the business.
Because they
Get
were
rid of
used-
nuggets. Get
they
rid of
were
nuggets.
used
Just
for
have
everything.
chicken select.
Chicken selects were used for sandwiches. They were used for everything.
Those
That's
were
why-
un- what were the
unreal.
snack wraps? Snack
yeah,
wraps.
snack wraps, so good.
Yep.
Only thing I want, packed, loaded.
Manners,
with this-
do you call it Mackers? What do you guys call it?
Yeah, Macca's. Yeah,
You call them
Maccas?
Maccas?
What?
Macca's. Yeah,
You know what I
What do you-
learned?
They call it McDonald's.
Macca's.
Oh, I love that. I love. Wow, that's good.
That
It's
is
like on all the
Macca's.
branding and everything.
Really, I like
not
that.
Maccas. Maccas. That is.
That's
I
not
like
an
that a
Australian
lot.
accent.
I
But
know.
good effort.
I tried.
Check these
Not-
cactuses out.
Not everybody can do it, Manners. You know.
I was, like I said, listening to old Intel episodes, and I try to do an Australian accent. The episode Manners is on, and it made me hate myself. I was such a bad fucking host of a show.
That's such a sad sentence that you were re-watching Mincel Intel.
Well, I'm doing it for your network because Quantum Kirk, the only good show on this fucking network. Now that
The
I'm
only
watching-
good show.
It is. The network used to be really good, and now it's mediocre because we're just starting again. The
Okay,
network was pumping at one time, Manners. Don't think you got it to that.
It's got a long way to go.
It's
It's
got
got
a-
a long
Did
way
I
to
say
go.
that, John?
Yeah,
Did I say
you just
that?
fucking
Did I
did. You just
No, I
fucking said
didn't
it.
say that.
You're like,
I didn't say that. I didn't say that at all. But you're saying Quantum Kirk is the best show
It
on the
is.
network.
It is. Kirk's
When
like,
is Manners Live coming?
Kirk was
That's
like,
a real
been-
shot at Pappy's
Kirk was
Kitchen.
like, Poppy's Kitchen is trash right now. They just sit there and talk over each other and think their inside jokes are funny. That's fine because
That's Mincel Intel though, and I love
That's Mincel
Mincel
Intel,
Intel. But
exactly,
you just
like-
described Mincel Intel.
no. That's but it takes weeks for a show like that to be good because you have to understand what the fuck they're talking about. You know what I mean? So it's like
Mr.
at least
Showbiz
Quantum
here.
Kirk. Mr. Shelby. At least Quantum Kirk is
Showbiz.
about something back in like you're going back. Like Kirk was like, ooh, I liked how they talked about the commercials and I liked it. He was gushy over it. I'm telling you.
That was
Yeah, but
prime.
the
That
network's
was
not for
prime.
Kirk.
That was prime time COVID though. Those were different days.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That'll never be replicated.
Dude, the episode of Steve from Providence, Kevin from Bristol, and Adam Minahan on the Last Menners live show is probably the best show that was created.
When is Manners Live coming to the network, Manners? It should have been. It should have happened.
Danny
Look,
went and had a baby.
Question.
VD, you know, my big
Go.
priority is enabling others to get going first. And
What
you
about
know,
leading by
I feel
example?
like that's
so
more or
selfless.
less your biggest.
Well,
excuse.
unfortunately, time-wise, it's just, you know, I'm producing, I'm Mike and the Minifans, trying to get other shows going. Men's Live is coming. It is coming, but, you know, it's more about getting other stuff going around it.
It only
and then-
takes like as long. There's no editing involved. It just,
But
you just
also,
go live.
VD, I don't need you to give
You
me
can
all
do
the
it instead of
words.
this show. That's
He's wrong. He's wrong. He's
Well, I have to
afraid
get
to
a
go live
producer for
video.
this show.
He's
have to
afraid to
get
go live video.
No, that's not true. But I have
It
to
is
get
true.
a producer for this.
Yeah, you just want to sit there uploading video all fucking day. Please.
But
John will produce it.
The other thing is, I'm in a little bit of a different position because
They own it.
normally
Go ahead.
Did he freeze?
those.
Oh, he
And-
froze. That's bad. That's a bad time to freeze.
You're back, but you did freeze like this, and I will
Okay.
be using that Photoshop.
Yeah, I can't. 80% of Menace Live is criticizing the other network shows, but as CEO, I don't think I can do that.
You do it anyway.
What? I'll do that then. I'm taking Where Are They Now, and I'm taking a more active role.
See,
in
and the
that.
other thing is the time difference makes it difficult
Yeah,
because
that's
your
right.
night is my morning, so it's not like it's an evening time for me.
There's 7 mornings a week.
A smart person,
Yeah,
would
and
have,
so 5 of them I'm at work.
a smart person would have.
You don't
given
work.
somebody every
Oh,
other
whatever.
day.
Whatever, it's all right.
Menace,
He's not here to
the-
whinge.
The one thing I don't get about it is if you trust, like you said, you trust if you trust people, let them just send you the audio and just post it. If you truly,
Mm-mm. You can't
What do you mean?
because it's
What do you
he's
mean? Mm-mm.
uploading it. So no matter what, he's responsible.
But no,
like
I'm
if
saying,
it was
if
a
you
live
trust-
show,
so no,
he could-
John. So then don't say you trust people then, because then you're lying.
Well, no, you just have to go into this knowing
Well,
you
what do
can't
you
trust
mean?
people.
That's what's
It's
happening.
a fan
That's
network.
Montante.
If
That's
you-
what's happening.
I
if
go
you-
on to a show
if you
with Jay saying the N
Shut
word
up.
every week. But
Well,
I
he
can't
doesn't.
sit here and
But Menners wouldn't say that he trusts you in that show because that shit happens. If you actually trust people who do a
But
show,
that's what's
just take
happening,
it and post it.
Montante. That's what's happening.
No,
So
it's not
Poppy's
because you're
kitchen
listening.
No, but I'm
Yes.
sending that now to the censorship bureau, so I
You
don't
know,
have to.
so you just proved my point. You just proved my point. You don't need a censorship bureau if you trust people. Just
We
fucking
do.
post it.
We do.
Manners,
no,
what
but-
about
no, but-
my
That's
point of
the issue
advice
with
that
the
you
four.
just? What about if you just put a disclaimer at the beginning?
No, because that's Kirk wants me to check everything. He said
we
it
need
with the 420 guys. That was the whole issue. He wants everything thoroughly checked, and so we've got a censorship bureau. That's not the issue. That's not the issue.
I just think if you have like a set, like 4 or 5 shows, and you trust them, you quote unquote trust the people, just fucking post it. Like, listen, put it this way:
Mike, I thought that too. I thought that too. But the 420 guys are so dumb; they couldn't tell me that there was something.
Who was the one that DM'd you the clip of that and was like, "Oh my god, this went up"? Who was it?
Nobody. I was watching it again. I told you. I stupidly put it on.
Bullshit. Someone clipped that to you. Bullshit. You were not rewatching 420 show for the third
Unfortunately,
time.
I was.
No, you weren't. No way.
Manners is a good liar. He's so full of shit right now. I love
Someone
it.
sent him that. Who's the money on? Who's the money on?
What?
I don't know. I
Brandon?
can see some truth in those eyes. I swear.
No, I was watching it again to give them a view on YouTube. So I was trying to be nice.
Someone had to do it. Yeah.
Someone sent that to you.
I'm sure while they were sitting
no
there
one
doing,
did. No one did. It was nothing happened.
Doing their eye impressions.
Manners, you got to respect the chat. You got to respect the chat.
The last thing I'll say about my point is like if someone was trying to personally sabotage you, like say I wanted to personally sabotage you and I dropped an N bomb and I sent it to you like, oh, like this is gonna get on the network and cancel it. I'd be canceling myself more than anything.
Yeah,
like,
no, but you don't understand. Minifans, they want to cause trouble.
They want your head.
You don't understand. Like already, I've
a good scandal, enough. A good scandal. Never hurt anyone.
Look at VD there. He pretends to be nice. He's the biggest shit stirrer in the world. He's probably DMing a lie to someone right now to get them to argue.
By the way, Manners. By the way, I saw you blame me for those Elvin screenshots. Like, oh, VD probably made those. Bullshit.
That was you were the chief suspect.
I know exactly.
Right,
you and Montante blame me for everything.
Yes,
there's a reason for that.
Sneaky fuck. You're
Correct.
a sneaky fuck. You're a nice guy, and you go, "I'm just joking." Whenever someone calls you out on it, you go, "Oh, I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking, man."
Bullshit.
That's to get out of jail free card.
That DM was made by the same person we used to make massive amounts of fake DMs to flood the fucking internet with when we got accused of cheating or buying views. No. We Elvin did make that? I thought you were joking about that. Oh, he did?
Who do you think made it? I didn't make that.
No, I didn't think it was.
I still think Montante made it.
Oh, shut up, you fucking cocksucker. You know goddamn well that wasn't me.
No. I don't think Montante made it because I know he doesn't have the skill.
Me and Montante we both thought it was Menners. We believed Elvin.
I know
the way Elvin worded that was so perfect because it was crazy enough to actually be Menners.
Elvin's a tricky fucker too. He's a tricky fucker.
I don't
That's
know
my
him
next
like that,
panel. Menners, my next panel. My next panel will be Kevin from Bristol and Elvin. That would be a good.
I wonder if they'll turn up for the show.
Those guys.
Kevin will.
Those guys made a show for the network. It was called they did one episode of it. And I made an intro for that show, and it was probably the best intro I ever made. And they did one episode and never played it. And I was like, I spent fucking 4 days on that, man. Like, what?
You made a logo for a show I did one episode of too.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. I get excited every time you make a new show.
John,
like, I make merch for it.
I might need to utilize your service if the sponsors will work out for my the Gen Zone.
Yeah.
Nice. Did you end up getting good advice from Matt on that?
No, he actually couldn't help. The person who actually helped me through the grapevine, Steve Snell, DM
Adam the Jew.
No. I don't need them yet. I'm not that big. When I need an agent, I'll reach out to them.
Start making serious cheddar.
Yeah.
That would have been the first guy I asked.
No, Steven Snell DM'd texted Colnane. Said, "Hey, I heard this. Like, tell Montante to use Zen Business." It actually was very helpful. So
it's pretty crazy that guy hasn't popped his head back up. Or do you think he's an account out there?
No, yeah, he's definitely perusing the internet. I don't think he's getting in the mix. But he helped me. So if that falls through though, I don't, maybe I'll bring it to the network. I don't know.
What's the deal with this new disease guy show? Because
I love that guy. I love this guy.
with it.
I gotta see what he looks like. I gotta see what he looks like.
The comments for the first episode, and I was like, this is. Am I the only one? Am I the only one seeing this? It's incredible. It's incredible.
Very good.
What do you picture him as looking like? I picture him looking like Mort from Beer Fest.
See, I do this thing in my head, just like in my brain, it's just the same thing as Andy Mayo. It's just there's another one, so he looks exactly like Mayo, but a little, I would say, black, a little more dark.
Manners is disgusted right now.
I'm just anyway, and just there's a comment from Ted Sarandis. Channel Zero hasn't submitted a show for the network, so
they're their own brand. They were.
I thought they had one last night. Wasn't the whole? Or
no, there was they got that wrong. It was Super Lemon Haze came back to the network.
So that kind of confuses the whole theory. That makes no sense then.
They asked to come back to the network, and then I went back to them last week and said, okay, it's good to go. Of the censorship bureau's up and running.
Elvin's got Montante and a pretzel.
Yeah, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. So why did he do any of that?
Because they originally messaged me to come back on the network.
Poor E thought it was going up on Wednesday night.
I like E.
Montante promoted it on the main show like 3 times.
What the fuck is Elvin doing to me? What the?
You can't trust these conspiracy guys.
And what do you think? So we talked about when the network was pumping during peak COVID, and I heard some idiot Roscoe on Montante's World saying that there should be a show every night. I mean, he's the biggest dope in the fucking Minifan world, but just
there should be.
There should be.
I don't actually think a show every night.
I
think
now.
if you could have 3 or 4 shows a week, that would be ideal.
Yeah, but once you get to 3 or 4 shows, which we were at one point, like, and it gets to 5, that's fucking.
Hello.
You can't think, like, I'm not gonna have a full week of shows because that's ridiculous. You can't. You have to think, okay, there's 3 good ones. Let's get to 6.
Yeah, but I just think realistically, if we got 3 or 4 good shows a week, like if
you could cut it there.
No, I wouldn't cut it. I'd like more. I'm just being realistic, John, because already, like, people pull out. They say they're going to do things and they can't do it. Like, I don't want you doing every show. Like, it's not great for the network if, you just pick up every show that drops off.
Agreed 100%. Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. But I'm saying, like, how this disease guy comes, like, you get a show like that, that no one will come with that idea and no one will copy. Like, now you have a unique property, and then you get Mike and the Minifans, a unique. I hate calling it a property so much, but
it is.
You're going out of your way to do it. I don't know why.
You're right.
I've never said that. Right. I've never said a sentence in my life. I think the biggest glaring hole right now is we have
Jesus.
We have.
Is that how you talk?
I'm not calling shit properties. Just put a head cam on Bird Guy. Go out there in nature. Mm-hmm. And cut up the best 40 minutes of you high as a kite looking at birds. Post it. I'd watch that for some reason. That would put me to sleep at night. I would like that.
It's like Snell, where like Snell's show was a good idea. It's just like he first of all shot in 4K, which is ridiculous. Like that's just so dumb. And like he put too much thought into it. But like if Snell was around right now, he has a unique show that's nothing like anyone else's too. So it's like there you already are at 4. And
as well, I think you could actually have more Quantum Kirk style shows. There's so many old episodes. So you could just have more people listening to old stuff.
So that's why I'm listening to these old episodes. I'm basically, what we're doing for Quantum Kirk is going a timeline, right? Now, what I'm going to try to do to add on to Quantum Kirk is everything that was in, like, once the network blossomed off. Okay. But I'm not gonna. That's not gonna be a show. I'm just gonna be putting it onto Twitter. So it's gonna be.
He's gonna be talking about Mincel Intel.
No. Like I'm
sharing.
I think you Menners. You should welcome all shows. I would watch. I would watch.
I welcome all shows.
You say you won't do Menners live because you're just shitting on people's shows live. So just do Menners live and let John do his show.
I let everybody do shows. There's no gatekeeping here. That's the issue.
You should encourage him. If John's name was Alyssa, you'd be like bending over backwards to get his show on the network.
What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
He wants to have sex with me, and it's John. Like, I know that.
This is such a lie.
That's true.
Such a lie.
Fuck you. You know you've sent the dick pic.
John, just have Carm submit the show, and then it'll get on there like same day.
Like, this is our little assistant. He'd be like,
everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome.
But especially if you have a vagina, you're even more welcome.
Yeah, dude. That's why, I love that. Like, everyone's calling this Joe lady Ava Braun. Like, I love her superiority. Like, I like her. Oh, I love it.
VD's so annoying.
And like, she has yet to break on it. Like, she hasn't been like, oh, that's fun. She's like, no, I'm fucking Ava Braun, dude. So don't fuck around. I like that.
She's just a really nice person, Joe. She's not like that at all. She's a really nice person.
Are you going to have her come live in Australia with you after you're done with her?
No, definitely not. There'll be nothing left.
I feel like that's always your end game.
No, absolutely not. But look, I think the network's kicking along. I think you're
doing a great job, Menners. Great job. I mean, technically, you're not as talented as maybe some other people, your peers, but like,
what are you talking about?
Check the trophy case.
Check the trophy case. Like little things, like playing background music on top of the outro music is kind of rank amateur type shit.
Well, I fixed that up eventually.
Yeah, it was like 10 seconds. It's fine. In music, that's not 10 seconds. That's nothing of a song.
Absolutely not.
I think Meadows actually. I think you're doing.
He's doing
a fine job.
A fine job. I just don't think Kirk should run. Like, own it.
Yes, I agree. I should be given the final say on everything.
Not you.
Well, because I keep kicking VD out because he's walking on the street. It's annoying.
Yeah, how long is it? It's like a 20-minute dog walk. Go inside already.
Yeah, when he goes back into his house and he's inside,
that's how long people that actually care about walking your dog, like, you know what I mean?
And if anyone wants to join in, you can, I don't know, message me and I'll send you the link. You can join the post show. Let me just see if anyone's.
That's what this show. Are you going to do this every week after this show? Like after Mike and the Minifans?
Oh, this is a comment from someone. Excellent night of shows, but for the love of God, mute John from Scranton.
Fuck off. You
ask a direct question to Montante or VD, and he answers it honestly. It was like when you popped your fat fucking head in Quantum Kirk for the first time. Like Dava and Danny have this nice rapport, and then you just jump in.
That's because Daver's mic isn't that. So I think his headphones stall because I'll talk for a little while and he won't notice I'm talking.
I think they're trying to ignore you. Like if they think they ignore you,
I'm hopping in answering a question they're asking. That's the only
but they're
time
not asking you like it's a rhetorical question.
But they're sitting there being like, "What is this fucking?"
And I know the answer. That's the charm of the show. That's the charm of the show. That's
dude. I have gotten so much fan mail about the fact that I'm answering the questions, Menners. No, I knew immediately I would be called out for how much I jumped in last episode. So I'm going to continue to do it as much as I fucking want until they get a different producer.
Yeah, they should. I've told them just to record it on their own on Zoom so they don't have to involve you.
Menners will give you the most strategic way to avoid having to deal with me at any time.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, they don't do anything crazy. Just like record the audio file, send it over. Like David did his own show.
You of all people to try to fucking talk down on people's skill technology wise.
I put out 140 episodes so far. I only
you still use Audacity to cut your shit. Like
it works.
It does work, I guess, and I can't hold it against you. But it's like I know. You're right. And you're good at it. You're very good. I'm happy of how good you've got at this. I'm
a professional Audacity guy.
Know why? When I realized Montante got good at this, the Chris Castellani fucking episode. You made Chris Castellani fucking a really good episode, and I stopped listening to Lights Camera Barstool because of him. Like I can't stand him, and I listened to that whole episode, and it made me kind of like listen to his story.
The most interesting part of Castellani was off the record. He was an actual off the record guy.
I know. That's and like it's that like that made me realize I was like, damn, this is a good fucking interview.
He would literally go off the record, and I would jot it down, and he would just trash somebody, and then we go back on the record. It was
nothing better than having a podcast where every episode you leave the screen to go make a drink too when your guest is a huge alcoholic trying to recover. I
felt terrible about that. I asked for approval, and he granted it to me. So
he must be around so many people drinking at Barstool. I mean, that can't be a new thing.
He just fucking does his own thing in Michigan. He's in his own little world over there. I hope he gets another contract, but I don't know. The Barstool's been a little stingy with the second contracts now. I mean, Clemmer got one, but they've been kind of holding back with a lot of people. So we'll see.
Oh yeah, they are not the hire anyone Barstool anymore.
The stock price is not what it was during COVID.
I'm listening to Barstool Radio like at the start, so like right when Stock Talk Live dropped. Right now, like the recap episodes, and it's so funny how like literally at that point in time, Portnoy would hire fucking anyone off the street.
The stock was like $1.40.
Oh, yeah.
Life was good.
No, and this was when the stock was 37. So, and like going from 12 though, they thought they were bazillion it. And then like I know in a couple of weeks it's gonna hit like $100. And like what's his attitude gonna be? That like I love it.
Yeah, no, it's a different stool, but no, Castellani was good. But yeah, the big gotcha that some people are trying to get me on is I asked Stooley Clubhouse to come on in June. I think he still will. He's a big time Minifan.
Stooley Clubhouse, and he's not a huge Minifan because of the exact reason. No, I know he listens to the show. That doesn't mean you're a good Minifan though, because he can't take Kirk's fucking criticism. If he would be like that girl.
If you listen to every show, you're a Minifan. Whether you hate the show or like the show, you're still a Minifan.
Yeah, but you're okay. That's fine. That's fine. You get to consider yourself a Minifan. But I consider like a good Minifan is someone who has thick skin, and he does. Like he can't take a direct attack from Kirk since day one. Like he was in my DMs, like, "Yo, why the fuck would he say?" Since day one, Kirk made fun, and like Kirk does that randomly to people.
Well, this is why a portion of Barstool still hates Kirk.
Yeah, but not
everyone has thick skin though.
No, I understand that. I understand that.
He's not alone on that island there. It's
no,
tough.
I mean,
because Barstool is mostly,
you don't.
Everyone. I don't. Everyone had. I just said that, John.
You don't.
You're annoying me right now. As a matter of fact, if you want to check out my thick skin, no, everyone there has pom poms that they play pussyfoot with each other. So when Kirk comes in and does that thing, only a select few will take it. So he doesn't make him a bad Minifan. He listens to the fucking show.
That's where I think he masterclassed them, because like. Now that I'm doing the Quantum Kirk show, we're listening to the start of the shows, and like he basically masterclassed them in the way of it's like you met like back in grade school, you make a girl think you hate her, and that's what ends up making her realize like she likes you and blah blah. Like that's what he did. He high schooled them all. Like it's all of them. It's great. It's a great bully move. Like that's a mastermind move. I love it.
Yeah, no, he's a
pro at it.
He's good. Meadows checked out.
No, I was doing something. What was going on? I was listening to you guys talk about
what was going on.
Yeah. Joe has them. Joe Sanders has him writing code.
Yeah,
it's his coding time. He can't fucking turn away from it.
Did you see Kirk quote tweet my thing about? We spoke about it a bit on Mike and the Minifans. I went, tough week for. Oh, Manners, will you give a grade to tonight's Mike and the Minifans? Interesting. I think B+. I thought it was good. I mean, Montante, you were on the show. You have to say maybe the chemistry between the three of you, because of Little People, Big World guy, wasn't, electric. But
it's tough when you're on an actual show. It's like tough to grade it because it's different listening to something and actually being a part of it. I thought it was okay to. It was never awkward at any point, really. I think it was okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good. Yeah, B+, very, very good. VD did a serviceable job. I don't think you have to say BA is probably the number one host, and VD is probably the, plus
Has
one.
Has VD only done it once, or is that
this is the first time? He'll get better.
So that's what I was going to say. I think it's Mike and the Minifans, because it's no segments. It's just straight. You have to pull the fucking show out of everyone there with you, the panel. Like the more that these hosts BA do it, it's going to get better and better. Like BA this last time was better at like pointing questions at people rather than.
I gave him some coaching in the background.
Yeah, like he was asking the group a question, and you just can't ask a Skype room the question. No one's going to answer you. You have to direct it and shit. So like he got better at that. But like VD and BA are good people to have fucking leading the fucking pack. Trust me, I've fucking followed their coattails thus far. I made out pretty well.
And although I made fun of John, I'm glad you're going to do the Where Are They Now show. even just to show acronym guy that it was possible, because he's like, it's so pathetic that he was just going to do it monthly. You're telling me you can't find one Minifan a month to talk to about their fandom?
It's a good show in theory, but it is tough to fucking to
It's
get
not.
people on there.
It's not at all. I mean, like I was nice to everybody in this world.
The people disappear for a reason, right? So
yeah, those people you're never gonna get. Like there will be, like if I swing at Matt from Providence and get him for a show, and I don't get like say fucking R.A. Minahan or someone like that, but I get a Matt from Providence, or I get R.A. and not Matt. Like those are completely tradable. Like you're
actually,
you
so Dan Hamer, acronym guy, never wanted to do it. Yep, and also my Aussie friend Jamie, he was going to do the golf big show. He's disappeared.
I watched the bracket episode.
And I just hammered Toronto Blue Jays, by the way.
Oh yeah,
good.
Yeah, there I go.
So yeah, I give B+ tonight. I think Mike and the Minifans is, as I said, it's for the fans. It's not for Kirk. This network is for the Minifans, and we've got to get around it. So
can we speaking of Mike and Minifans, mostly Mike here, obviously. What I'm about to ask you, where's Mike been the last week or so? Did I just miss like a small little detail?
So
is he on vacation or something?
He was supposed to be on the show with Tim and you. He was supposed to be on that
I was
episode.
with you. Okay.
Yeah, and what's it called? Dave never called them, and then they're gone away this whole week, and Mike was gone away the week before.
Oh yeah, they're in Chicago.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So it's kind of just like Mike was talking about on his show. Honestly, I think that was yesterday's show, that like they're just in a weird period where Mike's not going to be on the show, I think, for another 2 weeks too. So
really miss him, and when I tweeted out today that it was a tough week for the show, Kirk misinterpreted it. That doesn't mean it was a bad week for the show.
That's not matters.
Like
that's what that means.
You and Tim, I don't think that was a good episode, surprisingly. And it's you, like I would expect that to have been a great episode. I didn't think it was. Wow. I mean, it was nothing around. You've been on Montante, I think, has one of the best bonds with Kirk.
I'm not backpedaling, Roscoe, by the way, but anyway, go on.
I won't backpedal from this. I think Montante and Kirk have great rapport.
What happened on Wednesday then?
I just don't think anyone brought it. Like Dave was nervous about shit. Like everyone was in a bad mood. I felt like no one, even Montante couldn't even fucking say sentences. He was getting caught in his shtick nonstop. Like you were fucking all your.
That annoys me. That's annoying. That's where I would take a baseball bat to John's head if I could. What do you? I don't have a shtick. I just show up.
Well, I don't mean shtick like who you are.
Shtick.
But yeah, you're right. I like you're how you are, like the jersey thing. Like you lead people to the points you want to make. It was so obvious the other night. You know, like that's just how you are. Like it's just the person you are. And it was obvious. And like I don't think it was a shitty show. It just I thought I was expecting fireworks and the jet didn't steal home, buddy.
Wow.
I'll blame it on Tim since Montante is face to face to me. But
I thought Wednesday's show was good. I guess my disappointment was I would have preferred more interaction with Montante and Tim and less about the internet. Yes. It's a shame they couldn't take calls because calls are always really good when Montante and Tim.
The internet segment was amazing.
The tough part about the internet thing is we were connected to the call, so you want to like talk about it, but if you talked about it, then it would reset the.
That wasn't the tough thing. It was the hysterical thing to listen as a listener. Like that was my favorite part of the whole show. I thought that was a great part of the show. The internet call. Like that's where I think Kirk's a genius. Like I thought that was so creative. Like having you on there.
It wasn't bad, but I just missed. I wanted more of Tim and Montante.
No, I'm saying sitting there, I thought it was funny to listen to. It was like, or like live. But I'm saying like. You were like I wanted like you want to speak during that, but like if you even cough, that stupid AI is going to pick it up and reset the whole thing. So it's like I can make a comment right now, but it could set back this whole entire process 10 minutes.
Dude, when Dave thought he had it and they just the recording started back from the menu screen, I was pissing my pants laughing, and they like you all just started dying laughing. But like that stuff was fucking. It was like calling a hospital and getting that lady.
So you did like So before
No.
good.
Stop.
No,
I said
you're
that was the only
backpedaling
good
already.
part. That was the only good part, and it had nothing to do with Tim and Montante being there. Was Kirk. So those two, I think Tim and
Wow.
Montante didn't do good. Period.
Ooh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're getting the real
I mean-
fucking opinions on this show, pal. The
I mean, it was
mock-up
weird
or the
because
backup.
Kirk pretty quickly was like, "What am I doing here with Montante and Tim?"
That's what I
And it's
mean.
like it was a bit of a weird attitude to take to two guys he knows really, really well. How did you think Tim was, Montante? Because I mean, he's obviously had health troubles. I've been worried about him. You know, how was he in person? Bit slow.
Mountain Dew. I don't think he was.
That's actually just a regular 24-ounce bottle. It just looks.
No, it's just sparkling water. Sparkling water.
That's a regular bottle.
Tim was okay. He was. He's not a dominant personality, and he'd be the first one to say that. He likes being like a role character. So I think he did exactly what he was gonna do. Like executed well.
Okay, he was fine.
Good.
Yeah,
he was good.
Yeah, Montante does look pissed about what John said.
No, the whole shtick thing is just like an insanely annoying.
No, you're right. I shouldn't have called that. You are not a shtick guy, other than the fact that you think you could like mastermind and like you're good at it though. But that like you're not a shtick guy by any.
No, that comment annoyed me. I'll be honest.
Yeah, that's tough. But like, no, I'm saying your like tells were fucking blatantly obvious the other day. Like,
well, give me an example though.
Well, like he called you out for it. He said, like, you're a guy who hey, Kirk, want to go golfing on this golf course with me and my buddies or whatever. Like he told you exactly where you were trying to lead him, that kind of stuff. And he called you out on it. But I mean, it's only a matter of time before Kirk's going to call people out on that.
Wow. I hope Kirk's not listening to this, because if he blew up at my one tweet, he's going to not like this at all. Because all I was meaning was like, you know, the sound was iffy on Monday, and I thought the show was a bit disjointed. That's all. Wasn't bad. Then obviously Wednesday we had the internet outage, so the YouTube thing, and then Friday Witt and Kirk were fine, but that was golf heavy, and they were watching the golf. All I'm saying was, there was no blind mic. It was a tough week, tougher week than normal. It was like Mike and the Minifans, a B+ week.
Is it you or who breaks down the shows percentage wise? Like, oh, this is like a top 10% show. Is that you? Who does that?
Absolutely. Yeah, I love doing that.
I think Friday was a top 15% show.
Any Whitney show, I'm upset. Like, I just love how much he loves the show.
Good question though. Monday's show probably, I thought, bottom 5%, maybe bottom 10%.
That's chaotic. Just because of sound quality.
The whole thing was kind of all over the place. A lot of in jokes. I don't know. Maybe if I went back and
I don't like
to
Drizzy
it,
Jerry.
You couldn't hear half of it. Like, I was out driving, and like you couldn't hear half of it.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. No, you're right on that.
Wednesday's show, top 50%, I'd say, because I like you and Tim.
See, that's glass half. That's glass half full. That means you can go bottom 50, but you want top.
You know, people would call that if I said that, a fence sitter. So
it's not as good as him and Jay, but we try.
Kirk loves Jay at this point. Jay has made himself a character on the show. That's all the boy wants. Okay, can you just leave the kid alone?
Oh, Eckhouse.
Leave my little fucking poor friend alone.
Did you guys watch the Eckhouse interview?
I listened to it.
I had to go through it in 2 goes. So I listened to it sort of halfway, and then I had to check out because
I just did it. I don't know shit about him, so it's like I'm listening to some random old guy with Kirk. I don't know 90210, whatever. I don't know any of that. I actually had to look up halfway through the interview. Who's this guy? What's he from? Like, so it's different listening for me. I don't have a background story on it.
Person I heard say that.
Just the guy. He's the backtrack for the 4th time this evening. Whatever, guys. I mean, that's you sensitive fucking Minifans. You've all got such little fucking sensitive little egos. Someone lightly criticizes your favorite podcast, and Kirk gets his knickers in a twist, and you Minifans get on Twitter and you start criticizing me. It's such bullshit.
You're so soft,
obviously, have a little bit of a thick skin, you fucking pussies. I mean, I can say if I thought it was a tough week or not. You fucking pussies.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. So yeah, just say it's fine.
No, Dan, I'm not backtracking at all. I just gave you my rankings.
I want to go.
When Mike and Kirk are together and they're riffing, that is the best part of the show. And we haven't had Mike this week, and we haven't had him. We're not going to have him next week. So you fucking sensitive pussies can fuck off.
I have a question for the people here. Do you think Mike is good when there's a third chair in there, or do you like just Mike, Dave, Kirk, and then when there's a third chair in there, it's just either 2 or 1 and Dave and Kirk? Like 2 random Minifans, Dave and Kirk. Like, do you like just Dave and Kirk there with the random person, or do you like Mike being there with them too?
Good question. I mean, Montante, you probably know better because you've done it.
Yeah,
both.
Yeah, but he's not really a random.
I've never been in there with Mike.
Never. Oh, I thought you
No,
had.
no. I think I can't remember. I feel like most of the time when Mike's in there, it's just them 3. I don't remember the last time he was in there with a fan.
He was there with
the odd time.
He was there with the weird guy. That
he was there with Sneaks, right? Wasn't he there with Sneaks?
And Sneaks too.
Yeah.
Kirk needed his muscle there. Blind tit.
Look, I just think you just can't have one Minifan that they don't know on their own. So whether it's with another Minifan, so you've got 2, and then if they're both just just above zeros where you put them together, you're okay. But all by Mike. But I think that someone there kind of slows down Mike and Kirk. Like, it's hard for that person to jump in.
So you like the 2 randos.
It's like if you get a random person, and then like kind of like Greg Poehler will be on the show with some rando. Like, Greg Poehler isn't a dominating enough force in the show that he can kind of dictate his own and let Dave and Kirk just body bag that new person. Like, I don't think there's anyone else other than Montante. Like, Montante is the best guy to have in there with Rank, because like he loves weird people.
You see what he's doing?
He's making up for it. Yeah. He's
Montante,
I
don't need a fucking pantser. I don't need a pantser to you, because next time you need a fucking video made, you'll just
the thing is, Montante, John wishes he was you. Like, you've done everything he wanted. You've been welcomed into the studio.
I wouldn't go in studio.
Producing gigs.
That's crazy. That's
you absolutely are desperate for Montante.
I would have went in studio when I was in Boston a month ago. I would have.
If they would have begged you, if they'd asked you, you would have gone in so.
Why would you not? Why would you not? That makes actually
swaned in there so quickly.
I would be horrible on. Like, I would get yellow shirt guy. Like, Sneaks would call in and rattle me, and then Kirk would feed on it, and I would get
You're so full of shit. You were so jealous. You wish you could be Montante going in there.
I'm saying you would definitely go in though.
Unless it was me and BA, I would go in with BA. Like, me and BA,
that's surprising.
Well, me and BA were gonna do Barstool Idol together. Like,
you had no trouble talking tonight. You'd be fine.
Oh no, I could no, but I'm telling you, like, in that situation, I'll crumble like fucking dust. I'm telling you.
I don't think Kirk would destroy you. Like,
what would you and BA do on Barstool Idol?
We were gonna Step Brothers the whole thing. Like, that's the first night we met. We sat there drunk till fucking 6 a.m. talking about how we might be able to get out.
You don't stay up drunk till 6 a.m.
Oh no. We were coming on. Yeah. And we were just gonna try to see, like, yo, we're gonna do this as a duo. I mean, basically they hired 2 people that year anyway. So if we did it, it would have worked. So I think that'd be funny. You just try to Step Brothers.
You and BA would have won Barstool Idol? No,
I don't think so. We weren't that funny.
You said it would have worked.
Definitely not.
No, it like the rules would have, like, they hired 2 people anyway.
Gotcha. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. No, we would have got body bagged.
That Barstool Idol, that's impossible. That's impossible.
You're setting yourself up for failure. That's why if we did it that way,
impossible.
Yeah, you're giving yourself a unique advantage.
Like, you could, I remember watching Barstool Idol and ripping people, but like, there's no way to handle the situations and actually be good at it.
I wouldn't Michigan my way out of that if I was by myself. Same with Kurt. Like, I would end up leaving the studio crying. Be like, no one likes me. Then I'd call you, Mike, and you would fucking not answer.
Correct.
Right. See that comment from Ali? Do you have anything about the live show for us, Montante?
If I had something about the live show, I would definitely fork it up. I have nothing for
I used to do the same. If I was making videos for the show, I would talk to I would tell everyone what I was doing. Like,
I got nothing.
USA beating Vietnam 3-0, by the way.
Yeah, the spread was like 5.5. It's embarrassing showing so far.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good post show from Mike and the Minifans. Good to catch up. Anything you guys want to raise before we end this sucker?
The word shtick is going to keep me up tonight.
Yeah, I love that because I said some real criticisms to you, and the word shtick is going to be the one
that's the only thing. I don't care about anything you said other than shtick. That's annoying. That bothered me. But
one time when he was in the fucking hot water about the LLC stuff, I was like, Montante, like I helped like Courtney Fallon with her like you thought you would call Mike Montante or Mutnansky before you would call like one of your friends in this world about it. It's insane. It was an insane move.
You've been insane, honestly. You've been insane tonight, John, but it's been good to catch up. B+ effort for Visionless Dave tonight and his show. Great stuff.
What do you think overall about our buddy with the mustache?
I think it needs to be 4 people for Mike and the Minifans. He was in a tough spot.
I disagree. I think 3 is good because it gives everyone room to talk. But little people, big world. But in that instance, it might have helped because. But I thought he was fine. As I said,
I thought he was good.
Yeah. And people will come back. They'll be better the next time. I mean, Kirk is going to say he's a drip and don't call again. He's ruined the bit. I mean, Kirk's going to say, he's ruined the bit. Blah blah blah. But I hope he gets through it.
You know who kind of shit the bed a wee bit, and I like him a lot. My buddy One Nut Guy was an absolute snoozer on Poppy's Kitchen.
Oh, terrible!
That show hasn't caught its legs yet, though. That show is trying to churn what it can't yet. It's like it will be a good show, but they just talk over each other. Poppy is a horror. Like I love Poppy. Like,
but he's so bad, he's good. He's so horrific. Yeah,
exactly.
He's good.
Exactly. But you still at that point, you need somebody to be able to wield fucking vibe. Yeah, at least the vibe. Like that show will make you fucking cringe. Like cringe. And BA's on the show. How's that even possible? Like he usually can ease the tension.
He should probably bow out of that show and give the other guys a chance. Now that
what do we think about a revised vision of John from Scranton's show where he has Jay and a couple other people on?
Please,
once a week.
John from Scranton's show was just me by myself though.
No, yeah, but I'm saying, but why don't you have a couple of characters on, GVE characters on?
The only ideas I had for the network were the Nustin Sex Show.
Manners, I'm sorry.
Why are you doing this, Mike?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry.
There'll now be a show every night on the network.
I want everyone to know, though, I'm so trained to not be on the network. So you guys did a great job of making me realize I stink.
Good.
I'm gonna go watch the Blue Jays and toss and turn about the shtick comment. I'll see you guys later.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, John.
Bye.